Dating Confessions is intended for immature listeners over the age of 18. This podcast is NSFW, and listener discretion is strongly advised.
Does hearing about the crazy shit that happens in other people's lives make you feel better about your own? Each week, Alicia and Jack share scandalous, raunchy, and straight-up crazy dating and relationship stories submitted to us by listeners like you.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Jack.
And this is Dating Confessions.
Hello and welcome back to Dating Confessions. How are you, Alicia?
I am doing great, Jack. Thank you for welcoming me back, and I would like to welcome all of you guys back to Dating Confessions.
Before we get into all our great submissions this week, we need to thank some new members.
Yes, we do.
Thank you, Kenneth Laff.
And Mr. Randall Jew.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting the show. And if you would like to become a member, all you have to do is visit confessionspod.com, scroll down to Dating Confessions and click Become a Member. After you do that, you'll be able to get all our bonus episodes. There's a forum, there's a chat room, and there's even private chat for people who want to get a little weird.
We don't judge here.
So let's get into our submissions this week, and I believe Alicia is going first.
Yes, Alicia, you're going to go first this week. I have no idea why I'm talking to myself in the third person. It's going to be that kind of show, I guess. But here we go. So this first submission comes from a young lady, and she said that she was on a first date with a guy, and he was a single dad. Which there's nothing wrong with that.
No, single dads are kind of cool sometimes.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, she said they were having a pretty good time until it got to the part where he wanted to show her video of his child being born.
Why on earth would anybody want to see your child being born?
Why would anybody want to see anybody's child being born, even if it's your own child? Like,
I don't even want to watch my own child's birth. That is disgusting.
Nobody wants to see that. So yeah, she was like, yeah, nope, I'm good on that. And she was like, yeah, I kind of got out of there after that.
I would too. I can only imagine what other creepy videos that he had for her to sit and gaze at. Dude,
like, I understand you love your kids, but there's a line. There is a line, and you crossed the line.
You not only crossed the line, you hurtled over the line by at least about 100 feet.
Dude, if some dude busted out his phone to show me a baby coming out of some other woman's vagina, I'd be like, oh. Excuse me, what?
Excuse me, bitch?
So yeah, that's weird. That's creepy. I don't even know what to say about that, except thank you for that submission.
So it's kind of interesting that you were talking in the third person a little bit ago. The reason that is because there was this girl who sent us in a nice little story about a guy she went on a date with who referred to himself in the third person the whole date.
No.
Yes.
Like, unironically?
I don't know if he realized he was doing it or if it just, he did and he was just seeing what would happen. No, like when they met, he's like, Eric thinks it's time to go inside.
Oh, wow.
You know?
that would freak me the fuck out.
He was like, Frank would like this, and this, you know, and
Did he give a different name every time?
No, he gave the same name,
maybe
I'm
he had
sure.
Split personalities.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Yeah, how annoying would that be? I mean, just after the first two.
Yeah, that's super off-putting. Like, I would have been done.
The funniest part, though, was at the end of the date when he asked the girl, would you like to go back to Jack's place now?
Mm-hmm.
Which she replied, I'll have to ask her and I'll get back to you.
Nice. Beat you at your own game.
Yeah, because he was like, would Jane Doe like to go back to Jack's apartment?
Yeah, taste of your own medicine, bitch. How's it feel? I bet he didn't like it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I couldn't even, I wouldn't even be able to last like
a whole date. No.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
That's super annoying. And not only super annoying, but super creepy too. Like, again, is he just fucking with her or is there, cause that's not normal. That's not a normal thing to do.
No, most normal people do not refer to themselves in the third person.
No.
Anyway.
Unless you're me.
And you are definitely not normal, that's for sure.
We're not going to talk about that.
Thank you for sending that in. And you have, I guess, more patience than I do. So I enjoy that. Thank you.
Speaking of people who have patience for bullshit on dates, this submission, I don't understand why he dealt with this at all. But this guy, he says that he went on a blind date with a woman who had this nasty, disgusting habit of picking her scabs at the table. They were out to
Why
dinner.
does she have scabs?
Can you say meth head?
That's the first thing that pops in my mind. Normal people don't have scabs.
That's just my guess, right?
Normal people do not have scabs.
No. And if you do, you're not sitting there picking them at the dinner table. He says that she's just like sitting there. Not only is she picking the scabs, but she's like collecting them in a little pile.
What the fuck?
Like, why are you still on this date?
Cell phone out. Record. Actually, no, I'd go live with it. Yeah, I would go live. I wouldn't even bother recording it. I would go live.
You go complain to the restaurant manager and be like, excuse me. Like, I totally would. I would go, I don't care if I'm on a date with you or not. I would go complain to the management. I would be like, this bitch is disgusting.
Will you, tell her that I'm not interested?
No, so anyway, I guess he didn't have the heart to tell her. So he said that he excused himself to the bathroom. He didn't leave. Like, why didn't you leave at that point? He does not leave. He comes back to the table.
Glutton for punishment.
She is still sitting at the table. Oh, I forgot a very important part. He had a bowl of soup that he was working on that he was eating while she's sitting there picking her scab. So he was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to go to the bathroom. So he went to the bathroom, composed himself. He comes back. She's still sitting there. The bowl of soup is still sitting there.
How many scabs are in the soup?
He says the pile of scabs is gone.
Did the waiter come get them?
I'm thinking,
would you like to take those for you, ma'am?
The scabs, they went one of two places.
I bet he didn't eat the rest of his soup.
And you know what? You read his mind because he was like, if you're wondering, no, I did not eat the soup. I mean, at least you did one thing right.
I mean, I wouldn't have came back. Fuck that. Even if it was like at a bar, like a restaurant bar.
No.
I would just go sit at the bar and be like, fuck that bitch.
When she picked the first scab off her face, like, and laid it down on the table, I would have been out.
I can deal with one.
But no, are you serious?
Maybe
right now?
two.
Are you serious right now?
Maybe two.
Ew.
Before I got grossed out enough to leave.
Oh my God.
Or at least ask her. I would be like, bitch, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Are you doing?
Are you okay over there? Is there a problem? Like, do you need help with something? Oh my God. Again, I don't understand who you guys go out with sometimes, but keep it coming. Thank you for that submission.
So this next one, I love college stories.
Mm-hmm. College
dating stories are so much fun. And this girl says when she was in college, a guy asked to meet her up to get milkshakes.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think of
is that like code for something? Or?
No, that was going to meet up to have an actual milkshake.
Okay. I didn't know.
Because milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She thought, oh, we'll be going to a creamery or somewhere that sells milkshakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They went to somewhere that sold milkshakes. But when she got to the address that he sent,
mm-hmm.
It was Burger King. They met at Burger King.
He could have just said, do you want to go to Burger King? Wow. He tried to make it sound fancy.
Yeah.
Dude, she got tricked.
So she goes in, she obliges and drinks a milkshake. And he's talking about how awesome his apartment was.
Is it as awesome as the Burger King milkshakes?
I don't know. Have you ever had a Burger King milkshake?
Yes.
They're actually not that bad.
They're not that bad, but you know what? McDonald's milkshakes are better.
Are you saying he should have
changed my mind?
Are you saying he should have went to McDonald's for milkshakes?
Yeah.
No, you can't. You know why? Because McDonald's milkshake machines
Is always broken.
They're always broken.
No, you do have a point. That is fair.
Back to this. He starts talking about how awesome his apartment is and decides to show her a picture.
Okay.
She looks at the picture and he just angled it just right so his reflection in the mirror would catch him standing completely naked.
Oh, ouch.
And he did it on purpose.
And I hope she called him out on it.
Because after she looked at it, he was like, oh, do you like what you see?
Mm-hmm. Creeper. So not only did he trick her into meeting him at Burger King, then he tricked her into looking at nude photos of himself. Wow, you sound like a real classy guy.
I mean, you could have just sent those online and...
Exactly.
Thus negated paying for milkshakes.
Yeah, and she would have probably let you know right then and there that she wasn't interested. You wouldn't have wasted your time. You wouldn't have wasted her time because now she's not interested because you're just a creep.
Sorry, you had to go and see some random unsolicited dick pic, and thank you for the story.
Meeting the parents is always weird, right? Or meeting the family, it's always a little bit weird.
Always a little bit
stressful. Yeah, this next submission is about the first time meeting the parents. This guy, he and his girlfriend, they had gotten to the point where they decided that it was time for them to meet one another's parents. So he made plans. They made plans for him to go over to her house for dinner one night.
This was like the second date, right?
I don't know how many dates it was. That's not important. So they're at her house, or he gets to her house, and her grandma is there. I guess he didn't realize that the grandma lived with them as well. He says that grandma looks at him. He kind of looks at grandma. Grandma like looks him up and down, like fully inspecting him. And then they make eye contact. She looks him dead in the eye and says, "Oh, good. You're white."
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was basically his reaction. He said he kind of choked a little bit.
Oh, good, you're white.
And he said he kind of choked a little bit, and he was just kind of like, thanks.
You're observant.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, we didn't really last too much longer after that. She kind of came from a racist family.
Apparently. Sounds like she brought some other races home a time or two.
Sounds like it, right? Oh good, you're white.
Like that's going to make it better. You know, they're called white trash for a reason.
Oh, thank God. Can you imagine? Yeah, she probably was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Finally. Glad she's over that phase.
Oh, that's horrible. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
Wow. So yeah, I'm sure that made for a very awkward dinner. But it made for a very awesome story. So thank you for that submission.
Okay. So. Apparently our listeners love hearing about poop, or at least sending
poop stories
in. And I kind of think they're kind of cool sometimes.
I mean, poop is kind of funny. I can't believe we're talking about poop. Let's hear it.
This couple went on a date to a sushi restaurant, and then after they were done eating, he was like, let's go back to my place for drinks. And he's like, come on, let's just go back to my place for drinks and then go from there.
So you just ate a bunch of raw fish, and now you're going to go drink a bunch of alcohol.
No. It's better than that.
Okay.
They get back to his place, and no, they weren't there for drinks. It's because the guy can't poop in public restrooms, so he had to go back to his house to take a shit.
Wait, is this guy you?
No, surprisingly it's not.
Is this you right now?
I mean, I do have the same aversion of not wanting to poop in a...
Because we have literally been out places and have had to make a pit stop by the house because you can't take a shit in public. So I'm just wondering.
No, I did not submit my own story. Though I'm sure that has happened to us at a sushi restaurant. I'm pretty sure that. But no, I did not submit this actual story. But moving on with the rest of it, she then sits alone in the living room listening to him strain and try to shit.
Oh my God, dude, turn the fan on, dude. Turn the water
Because
on, do something.
And he had 2 bathrooms. He had a downstairs bathroom and an upstairs bathroom.
And he picked the closest one.
And do you know how I know that?
How do you know?
Because she said he ran out of toilet paper and texted her to ask if she would go to the upstairs bathroom and grab some toilet paper.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She said when she opened the door, it stank so bad. She just said, hey, I'm going to go home.
Yeah, you got a situation that you need to handle in there.
I'm done.
Wow.
No, that was not me. Why would you think that would be? I would submit my own story without saying, hey, this is my story.
It just sounds an awful lot like you.
I'm kind of a narcissistic little bastard.
But no, that's not our story because I am a trooper and I have never left because your poop smelled bad. There have been times when I probably should have.
I'm not going to lie. You're probably right. Thank you for that submission. I really loved the poop story.
This next one is just straight up creepy. Like, it's actually kind of scary. So this girl agrees to go on a date with this guy. They go on a picnic. And she said that he picked her up. He took her to a wooded area. They parked the car. Before they get out of the car to go into the woods to have their picnic, he asked her to pray with him.
That Bigfoot wouldn't get them?
That would have been a better prayer than what he asked her to pray for.
That's what I always pray for when I go into the woods, is that Bigfoot doesn't kill me.
No, this bitch asked her to help him pray that God would help him control his body.
He prayed for him not to rape her.
Basically.
What the fuck?
Then she says, after the prayer, she said she didn't agree to pray with him, but he prayed, I guess. So after they get done praying, he takes a pocket knife out of his pocket and he hands it to her and says, I want you to hold on to this for me just in case. Like,
I'm speechless. I mean, I really am. What the fuck?
Dude, and that's how the story ends. Like, I want to know, how did you get the fuck out of there? Like, how did you get away from this dude?
Well, dude just handed you a knife. You pretty much got your out.
Dude, who is this guy? Are you fresh out or something? Like, what is wrong with you?
I wish I could have heard that prayer word for word. Probably went something like, Jesus, oh baby Jesus, please help me control my body.
Oh my God.
So I don't have sexual relations unwillingly with this woman. Amen. That's how I think it went down.
Who prays for stuff like that? You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a combination of two things to me. It sounds like a combination of someone who has spent a lot of time in the criminal justice system and a lot of time reading the Bible. Like, it sounds like they've spent a lot of time doing those two things.
That is probably more accurate than what you think.
Oh my God.
Criminal background check.
Guys, Google your dates, please. Please. It's not stalking. Just do a cursory Google search before you go out with these people. I'm glad that you made it out. I mean, you obviously made it out because you were able to send us that story. But I'm going to ask you to do one thing for me. I'm going to ask you to be a little bit more picky about who you go on dates with.
The best thing is she got a souvenir.
She got the pocket knife.
Exactly.
And we got a great story out of it. So thank you for that submission.
So this girl went on a date with a bartender from a restaurant that she often frequented.
Mm-hmm.
They exchanged numbers. She texts him like, what are you doing? She's like, you want to hang out? And he's like, well, I'm going to be over at a friend's apartment. You can come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Whatever. So she goes over there and really it's them painting the apartment. That's what they consider hanging out.
I mean, some people consider that hanging out.
But while they were painting, they were also high on LSD.
Oh, shit.
So they're high on LSD painting this apartment, which, God, I would love to see what that looks like.
I was going to say, I don't think you should probably trip on acid before you decide to paint your apartment.
But she said for like an hour and a half, this is just what they did. They were painting and tripping on acid. She finally got so sick of it, she called one of her friends, and I guess they chased after them when they left.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's totally weird. Weird. But I'm more interested in what the room looked like.
I'm thinking like mushrooms and butterflies.
Well, no. These guys probably aren't artistic whatsoever. So think
like a 2-year-old.
Like a 2-year-old tried to draw a mushroom or a butterfly while like tripping acid.
Random lines and stick figures and scribbles everywhere.
Yes.
Awesome.
That is what I picture.
Or either that or it looks like just a wall's been graffitied in like some inner city. Some like bad neighborhood somewhere.
Thank you for the story. That is a visual that I wish I could have seen. I appreciate you sending that in.
We would like to thank everyone once again for listening to Dating Confessions. And remember, if you love the show, you love listening to us, and you want other people to love us too, share us on all your social media. Text the hell out of your friends, out of your mom. Because you know mom's like inappropriate shit too. My mom does. Your mom does. Don't be afraid. We couldn't do this without you. We appreciate all your support. So please share Dating Confessions with your friends. Go to confessionspod.com. And last but not least, don't forget to leave us a review on your favorite podcasting app.
So I got one more poop story in me.
Okay. I can do this.
Can you do this?
Yeah, I can do it.
Can you do this? You sure you can do this?
Yeah, I mean, we may as well. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of over the poop, but I mean, it's funny.
Okay. Well,
you guys obviously love it, so we'll do it. We'll do it one more time.
So this girl was on this date and she said that she got sick from the food that they ate at the restaurant. It just didn't agree with her stomach. And then they're on the freeway home. I couldn't hold it anymore.
Oh my God.
I'm guessing they're somewhere in like Arizona, Nevada, because she said it was a desert terrain. Mm-hmm. And there was no bushes to go behind. So after he pulled off the freeway, she had no bushes to go behind. So
just a wide open desert.
Yeah. So she just kind of went behind the car so nobody would see. And there was no toilet paper, you know?
Yeah. It's all sand.
And you got to think she's having stomach problems from food. So she's got explosive diarrhea.
Oh my God.
Like explosive diarrhea. Just picture that.
That's sexy.
No toilet paper to speak of. So you know what the guy does?
Did somebody remove some article of clothing?
Something like that.
For her to use? So
what he did was he went to the trunk of the car, grabbed his white French cuff shirt.
What? Why would you do that?
And gave it to her to use to clean up. He was going to get it dry cleaned the next morning.
No.
Yeah, so he was like, it's worth it, I guess. So that's what he did.
Dude, you didn't have anything else you could use besides a white shirt.
Well, it doesn't matter because they said they left the white shirt. They didn't take the shitty white shirt with them.
You think?
But what they did do was they went back to the restaurant and he went in and complained about the food. Mm-hmm. Well, she was in the car.
Nice.
Yeah. So what a great guy. Anyway, they ended up going on many more dates. They ended up actually getting married. And to this day, he still calls her Freeway. Okay.
That poop story had a redeeming quality.
It did. It was a great poop story. Yeah. Freeway. Even though, Freeway. Love it. Even though there was explosive diarrhea. Like diarrhea that if I saw, like exorcist diarrhea coming out of your ass.
He was able to see past that.
I would not.
Yeah, he was able to see past her being sick because she didn't feel good because her stomach was fucked up, and that's good on him. He sounds like a real trooper.
Yeah, because I couldn't get past that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have been able to get past that either, to be honest.
I'd be scared.
Not on like the first couple dates.
I would really be scared because if we were, hooking up, getting it on, doing whatever, smashing.
You'd be afraid it would just start spraying out.
Yeah. All over me. All over. And I don't want that. That's something I can do without.
Nobody wants that.
Thank you for that submission. I am actually glad for you that you are, you're now married and celebrating your 17th anniversary.
Congratulations, guys. All right, bitches. You know what time it is. I know what time it is. Do you know what time it is, Jack?
11:23 at night.
Dude, stop playing games. It is time for this week's cheating story. And this one is hella good. So.
I'm all ears.
Okay. Let me give you a little bit of background. So the submission is from a dude. He was cheated on by his now ex-wife. She was sleeping around on him with their neighbor. He took the high road. He went to his wife and he was like, look, you know, this isn't cool. I need you to, he basically went to her and asked her to, will you please stop fucking the neighbor?
You don't ask, will you please, just please stop fucking the neighbor, please?
Well, this is what he was doing. He was trying to give her a chance. He was trying to be civil about it. And you'll see where I'm going here in a second. So of course she didn't quit. They kept fucking each other. So he was like, all right, bitches, y'all want to play? Let's play. So he goes and he types up a full page letter. The husband does. Full page letter containing the neighbor's date of birth, the neighbor's full name, his address, his cell phone number. And then he types this long message talking about how long the affair between the neighbor and his wife has been going on. He says that they're going to be getting a divorce. And he puts in the letter that he asked her to stop. But she didn't. And he's like, so that's why I'm typing this letter. He proceeded to put that on like all the doors in the neighborhood. So he put the shit on blast for the entire neighborhood. But the best part of the letter is he puts a PS on there and he's like, oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to go to his job and I'm going to distribute the same letter. And then on Sunday, I'm going to go to his church and I'm going to distribute the same letter so that everybody who knows him will know what a shit person he is. He's like, I can't physically harm the guy and I can't threaten him because I can't afford to go to jail. You know, I don't want my kids to grow up without a father. So sorry, I got to do what I got to do. And this is the next best thing.
He knows there's places like Facebook, Twitter.
No, dude, this is even better. It's a hard copy. It's like, it's tangible.
No, I get that.
It's in your hands. It's in your face. Especially, he's going to the dude's church. Come on.
You know, that's pretty awesome. Like, dude's church.
To tell everybody in his church on Sunday morning what a cheating homewrecker he is. I love it.
Excuse me, Pastor, could you just read this for me, please?
Does anybody have any prayer requests? Why, yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
I can't believe he made one mistake there, was asking. Don't ask. You should have just printed up the letters.
But again, I think maybe he was trying to be a decent person.
Maybe.
Yeah, after she didn't quit with that letter, he went full on savage. He was like, I'm burning your entire life down to the ground. I will destroy you. He basically went like, that dude can't go anywhere. He can't go home. He can't go to work. He can't go to church. Like, where's he supposed to go? Where somebody doesn't think he's a piece of shit. I guess don't be a piece of shit and you won't have to worry about people thinking you're a piece of shit, right?
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for that, dude. That was awesome. That was savage. I like it. Okay. So I've got one, last minute submission actually, which is pretty great. So I'm just going to get right into it. This girl, she says that, she was out on a date, with her boyfriend at the time. They were making out underneath the moonlight and the stars.
Oh, how romantic.
In the park. I know, that sounds pretty romantic. Then she says that, they were getting a little hot and heavy. They laid back. He got on top of her. She said she accidentally laid her head back really hard.
He gave her a concussion.
Might have. I'm just reading this. Sorry. She accidentally laid her head back really hard. Oh, God damn it. In a pile of fresh dog shit.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's so fucking disgusting. So.
What is it with the poop?
So disgusting. There, I thought it was going to be something romantic.
Oh my Jesus. A fresh pile of dog shit. Okay. Here's my PSA, first of all.
Check for dog shit?
People who don't pick up after their dogs, you're trash human beings. You are absolute trash human beings because shit like this happens. All she was trying to do was go make out with her boyfriend in the park under the stars, but no. Somebody's dog left a big steaming pile of shit behind.
And now she's got to wash shit out of her hair.
Yeah. So, well, then she goes on to say, I guess her boyfriend, he stuck his hand on the back of her head. So he got his hand covered in shit.
Ew.
She says she thought it was funny. He didn't think it was funny. So they get in the car. He's like, don't you dare put your head against my headrest. So she says she had to ride the whole entire way home, hunched over.
Oh, that's horrible.
They had all the windows down and she said the smell was still awful.
I'm sure it was. It was fucking dog shit.
Dog shit, man. Fucking dog shit.
Fresh dog shit. Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't even dry. It was fresh. Ew.
Steamy.
Ew.
Steamy dog
Ew.
shit.
Oh, you guys are gross, but I love it. Thank you for that submission.
I'd like to thank everybody once again for submitting their stories to us. If you'd like to share your story with us, you can go to confessionspod.com and click on the share your story button. So it is definitely that time of the show where I need to know which one was your favorite this week.
My favorite was the meth head picking her scabs. That's just so bizarre and gross all at the same time. Surprisingly enough, mine was not one of the poop stories, unfortunately. Maybe next time, guys. Maybe next time.
So no, mine, I don't know. It's a toss up.
Yeah.
It really is. I think the scabs are going to take it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm having flashbacks of my hometown.
Ugh. A lot of scab pickers there?
A lot of scab pickers.
Yeah.
A lot of meth.
Yeah.
A lot of meth in my hometown now. Yeah. But my second favorite was a dude who couldn't shit in a public bathroom. Because I feel for the dude. I really do. I feel for the dude, but
because you guys have the same mindset. You're on the same plane.
We are. And in that aspect, we are.
So which one? You have to pick a favorite.
My favorite's the scab one.
Yeah.
Cause that's just, I shudder to think where she actually put the scabs.
She either ate them.
Oh, no. No.
Or she put them in his soup, hoping that he would eat them. Either way, they were getting eaten.
I don't know which was worse. I don't know which is worse.
That's okay. It makes sense now. That's why she saves them for later.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. That's it. We will see you next week.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Jack.